to have the Marist Grad transfer, and that's Ben Johnson for the O line. Ben, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I appreciate you guys for having me on.
No doubt about it. Certainly a big day for you. And talk about how did this all transpire? How did this all happen?
Yeah, absolutely. I entered the transfer portal, and East Carolina started recruiting me pretty early, and I had a lot of offers, so it was a tough choice for me to narrow down which schools to visit. And ECU was one of my top choices early on, so I definitely wanted to get down to Greenville and check it out. I had my visit last weekend and absolutely fell in love with the place. It kind of confirmed the feeling I got from the coaching staff and the players that were messaging me. And it just checked all my boxes off, and ECU is home for me. And I'm super excited to announce that I committed today. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
Ben, where else did you visit? I read it today, and it's just left my head. I remember you had a couple more visits scheduled, and you decided not to take them.
So I visited Buffalo and Ohio University the first 2 weeks, and ECU was the third. I planned on taking a couple other visits. I wasn't really sure because there's a dead period right now, so I would have had to wait about a month. But I went down to ECU, and I knew it was the fit for me, so I didn't want to waste anyone else's time, and I decided to commit today.
How excited are you to move up to the Division I level and have the opportunity to show your skills at the highest level of college football?
I'm super excited. Going from FCS to FBS is a big jump, but I know I'm ready for it, and I can't wait to work really hard and compete to see the field very soon. So it's just a huge opportunity for me, and it's always been a dream of mine, and I've been working my whole life for this. So um, I'm beyond excited to get started.
Ben, talk about sitting down with East Carolina head coach Mike Houston and also Steve Shankweiler, who will, of course, be your position coach. Coach Shank has 40-plus years in the business and just does a tremendous job.
Yeah, absolutely. I love talking to Coach Houston and Coach Shank. The first thing that jumps out to me about those two is they're both very transparent and honest with me. They pretty much tell you how it is, and that's what I want as a graduate transfer. And I really appreciate how they handled the whole recruiting process and how they communicate with me on a pretty much daily basis. So that was a huge thing for me in recruiting, was having a good relationship with both the head coach and my position coach. And that was just an awesome fit for me. Coach Shank is a super experienced guy, and he pretty much says it how it is, and that's how I like it. And that's a great fit for me personally. So that definitely checks that box off.
Ben, what did you know about East Carolina beforehand?
I'm from up north, so I wasn't like a huge ECU fan or anything, but I knew of them, and I kind of knew what conference they were in. And I was super excited when I started getting recruited by them, because the opportunity to kind of experience a different culture down south is a huge thing for me. And honestly, I didn't know too much to start, so it's really cool learning more about the conference, their program, and where they are.
Now, where did you grow up?
I grew up in central Pennsylvania, a town called Williamsport.
Oh yeah, Williamsport. That's where the Little League World Series is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, something you didn't know. You're coming to Greenville, North Carolina. It's the Little League town in North Carolina. They won the Little League World Series a few years back. Greenville cares about two things: pirate football. Well, three things: pirate football, pirate baseball, and Little League baseball.
What about barbecue?
Well, yeah, well, they care about barbecue also, so four things. But yeah, that's so that with a lot of ties to Williamsport. But culturally, we'll get into some fun discussions. Dave mentioned barbecue. Are you familiar with Eastern North Carolina style barbecue?
I am not, but it sounds great.
Okay, it's whole hog barbecue chopped. It's got vinegar-based barbecue sauce on it. You serve it with coleslaw, potato salad, hush puppies, or you can make a sandwich. But that's traditional Eastern North Carolina barbecue.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'll definitely be eating that pretty often when I'm down there.
Now, being you and some of the other guys in that offensive line room, you need to head out to Parker's Barbecue that you may have heard John Mosley, our previous guest, mention. I have some family friends, guys that played way back in the Sonny Randall years, but they went to Parker's Barbecue, and it was funny. They ate so much barbecue that they got cut off. They said nothing but sweet tea and hush puppies.
Yeah, they have a thing, Ben, that you have to do is called family style. And what they do, that's what he's alluding to, is they have these big bowls of, say, with the barbecue, you have the coleslaw, you have all the hush puppies, it's basically like a big buffet, if you will, but they have it right there. You don't have to walk up to a buffet line. It's like being big plates. Yeah. So, that's what a lot of the families like to do. Of course, they call it family style, but Brunswick stew is very good. That's one of my favorite things there, but a lot of great barbecue restaurants in Greenville and Pitt County for sure.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, what do you? All right, just now. This is just, you said you want to experience other cultures. You're a Pennsylvania boy, so it's a blue collar area. It's not like you're from Jersey like some people we know. So what are your preconceived notions? Everybody has thoughts, preconceived notions about certain areas of the country. So when you think of the South, and granted it's North Carolina, it's not Alabama, but what are your preconceived notions of the Southeast?
Just kind of everyone's a lot nicer. When you're like walking around and somebody bumps into you, they apologize, say they're sorry, and everyone you're walking around just kind of smiles at you. Up in the Northeast, it's kind of like people just walk by you, bump into you, and it's just like a normal thing, and it's expected to just keep walking and moving forward. And it's almost like an insult if someone smiles at you, if you know what I mean. So it's a little different being down there, and I kind of noticed that on my visit, and I thought that the hospitality was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of those tropes are particularly in small southern towns. I think when you get into some of the bigger cities in the South, Charlotte, Raleigh, there's so many people from so many other parts of the country there. It's not quite the same, but yeah, when you're talking about rural parts of the South, like Eastern North Carolina, I think a lot of the kindness, people are friendly, they smile, they'll talk to you. Yeah, we'll talk to you now. You get in a line at Walmart or the Piggly Wiggly or Food Line, and you start talking to the person in front of you, behind you. That does happen. So yeah, so your stereotypes are positive so far. So that's good.
Right.
To our great new friend, I guess it's a we on YouTube watching tonight. We're going to get back to football. We appreciate you understanding that we're trying to get to know Ben a little bit more. But talk about, as far as football is concerned, let's talk about your football background, since I guess he or she wants football questions. So.
Okay. Yeah. So I came into Marist to play tackle, and my freshman year I redshirted, and then my sophomore year I ended up starting at right tackle for the majority of the year. And my junior year I moved over to left tackle, but our season ended up getting canceled twice because of COVID. So we ended up pretty much working out for a whole year in between, which was pretty tough for our guys at Marist. And senior year I stayed at left tackle and played the whole year there. I really liked playing outside, but I believe I'm a pretty versatile player, and I can play anywhere on the O-line. I believe at the FBS level, I'm more of a guard center type. So I think that's another big reason that ECU was a good fit for me. They have a need there, and that's what I wanted to do. So the puzzle pieces kind of fit together.
Now, being kind of a two-part question, Coach Mike Houston, Coach Shank, and this staff, offensive coordinator Donnie Kirkpatrick, they really want to run the football. Got that done this year. Had a 1,000-yard rusher in Keaton Mitchell, tremendous back. Also Rajay Harris, who had a quality season. I think we ran for something like 1,700 yards as a team. But just talk about what the staff said in that regard in terms of their commitment to running the football, and then the second part of that, just about you individually, just how do you assess your game in terms of run blocking, excuse me, and also pass blocking. Where do you feel like you're strong right now, and where do you feel like you need to show the most improvement?
Okay, yeah. So first off, the coaches definitely made it clear that they want to run the ball, and that is definitely something that an offensive lineman loves to hear. I love run blocking, and for me personally, fitting into their offense, I'd say I'm a pretty athletic offensive lineman. I've got good speed, good feet, good quickness and explosiveness. So as a pulling guard type of mauling run block player, I'd be a great fit into the offense for them. Moving from tackle to guard, I don't think would be a huge issue for me. I had success running the ball at Marist on the at the tackle position. I really don't believe moving inside would be super difficult for me. So it's just a matter of getting even stronger in the weight room and maybe putting a little more weight on and just becoming a more experienced football player at the FBS level. So comparing run blocking to pass blocking, I haven't really had a ton of experience pass blocking on the interior, but at Marist, I've blocked the edge at left tackle for my whole career there. So I'm pretty confident in my ability to transition from blocking the edge to the interior, especially when most of the time you have help from another offensive lineman. So I'd say the area I need to improve on the most is probably my pass blocking, just because I haven't really done it on the inside very much. It's a little different than the edge. So that's going to be one of my main areas of focus. I'm very confident in my ability to run block, but it's a matter of being a sponge and taking in everything that Coach Shank has to say, buying into his technique, and working hard and getting the job done.
And obviously, one of our co-hosts, he actually was former linebacker in the 90s under Coach Steve Logan. He's asking you, Ben, when will Ben be arriving on campus at East Carolina?
I'll be arriving on campus this May after I graduate from Marist.
All right. Also, we asking, are you going to? Do you have a goal to go to the NFL after this year?
That's always been a goal of mine, but I strongly believe that to accomplish those long-term goals, you have to be focused on what's right in front of you right now. My goal right now is to get bigger, faster, and stronger. So I'm going to attack each day, one day at a time. So I'm going to get in the weight room, get in my speed training classes, and keep working hard. And my goal right now is to earn a spot on the starting five of the offensive line. So that's my first goal. And then I'm just going to keep taking it one step at a time.
All right, Ben. I want your word right now. I want your word as a man and your word as a pirate. If it looks like you're going to have a chance to get drafted after this season, will you commit now that you will play in the damn bowl game?
Absolutely. I want to play for my brothers, and I love my teammates at ECU. Everyone that I've met so far has been really great and committed to the program, and I don't think I could see myself backing out on the team. So I'd 100% play in the bowl game. That's always been a dream of mine too, is playing a bowl game. So I would never pass that opportunity up.
Awesome. That a lot of people in Pirate Nation will definitely be happy about that. I guess you know about our fan base, how rabid the fan base is. And by the way, folks, you can get your tickets. We found out about that. You can get your tickets at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Of course, you can go to ecpirates.com. Anyway, you can see Ben and a lot of other great additions to the team this year. We want to make sure we get those season tickets way up, right, Kyle?
Yeah, they went on sale today. I already purchased mine for the 2022 season and made my Pirate Club pledge. So I'm ready to go watch the Pirates beat North Carolina State Labor Day weekend.
obviously been a non-football question. Hopefully that's right. Okay with everybody. What are you studying grad-wise?
I'm going to be studying data science. It's a 2-year program. I was a finance major at Marist, and that's a nice complement to that major. So if it's a good thing to fall back on after football, and I'm pretty excited about East Carolina's program there.
So Dave asked earlier, we kind of transitioned away from it. What do you know about Pirate Nation and our fan base? We used to have I think we still have a solid reputation, but at one point, we were considered to have the best fan base outside of the so-called Power Five.
Yeah, I know Pirate Nation is an electric fan base, and you could just see that on social media, how active everyone is, and there's just Pirates fans from all ends of the country. It's just really cool interacting with the fans and how supportive they are of the team, and it's just a really cool experience there. So I'm pumped to play for a fan base that really loves football and wants to see the team succeed.
I know you talked about getting bigger and the weight room. Have you met the strength and conditioning coach, Big John?
Yes, sir. I met him on my visit.
What did you think about him? He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Big John's philosophy, and I love that he works specifically with the O-line and D-line. So I'll be getting a lot of work in with Big John, and I can't wait to get started there.
Speaking of the weight room, again, one of our co-hosts not with us tonight. He's asking Matt Semenza, will Ben continue with the Marist weight room program until May?
So I'm on a different weight program right now. I'm going to a private trainer during the week and lifting on my own a little bit outside of that. So me and some of the other grad transfers here at Marist are on a different program, and it's been a really good thing for us. So I'm going to continue with that throughout the rest of the semester.
Obviously, we had Jet G talking sports. He said, I heard, is it Carson Badamo has showed strong interest in joining ECU this year too. Great player for the edge position.
Yeah, Carson Badamo was a great player for the Marist football team, and I would be pumped to see him get recruited by ECU.
That would be awesome. Hey, anybody that wants to put on the purple and gold, we obviously love them. How about family-wise? You have a lot of friends here tonight and family watching and listening. What about them? Are they going to buy like season tickets? Are they going to get apartments or houses in Greenville to watch the family member friends play? We know realtors.
Absolutely. I have a lot of great supporters in my life, and I'm sure my family's going to make it to as many games as they can. I don't know if they're going to buy an apartment in Greenville, but I'm sure they're going to try their best to make it to all these games. And I have some good friends I played ball with at Marist and from home that definitely want to come support the Pirates. So I have a great foundation in that part of my life.
No doubt. That's great. We appreciate you coming on tonight. And do you have any words for Pirate Nation before you go?
Yeah, I guess I'm just pumped to join the program, and I just want to help the team succeed in any way that I can. And I'm going to work my butt off for you guys, and I can't wait to get started in May.